further ado, I would like to hand the mic over to our fourth speaker of the night, Amel Kamel, the follower, Amel Kamel. The mic is yours.
Thank you, Dina. Thank you, everybody. Now, who comes to your mind when I say the word leader? A name of a king, a president, an emperor, a pharaoh, someone whose name is all over the news or shining in a history book? A Caesar, perhaps. I was 10 years old when I first read William Shakespeare's tragedy, Julius Caesar, that great leader of the Roman Empire who became my childhood imaginary friend. For a long time, Caesar was my own benchmark for a leader. Then I grew up and I realized he was a noble hero, but he trusted the wrong people. It cost him his life and a civil war tearing his nation apart. This is not the kind of leader I want to be. A leader should know how to read and understand people, his people. Now I know I started with asking you the question, but I didn't give you my answer. I'll tell you who comes to my mind when I say the word leader. It's two names, actually. I'll bother you with two names here. Dr. Ali El-Bahrawy and Engineer Muhammad Yunus. What? Ali who? Muhammad who? What are you talking about, Amal? What is that? I thought that you would talk about Gandhi or something. Hey, be patient, people. You already know a lot about Gandhi. There is nothing more to say about him, but I know that you do not know these people. Those two names I know you have never heard of. That's exactly why I'm going to talk about them. Dr. Ali El-Bahrawy, I first knew him as a professor of hydraulics for civil engineering students. And I was one of those lucky students. And I've noticed that some of those lucky students are within our audience today, and I'm happy to see them. It was such a difficult subject, and I saw how he used his leadership tools to make it easier for his students. He used three tools mainly: science, which was like the easiest thing for him to deliver, and humor to break the ice, and freedom, as he was one of the few professors who did not mandate the attendance for his lectures. He'd say, only attend if you want to learn. And that made me want to learn. Not to just get a certificate or pass an exam. I really wanted to learn. And it was because of him. He wanted to prepare us for our careers, not just for our exams. So he gave us his time, his knowledge, his effort, even in the summer breaks, to teach us like technical report writing, data analysis, presentation skills. He even made us our own little Toastmasters club. He was coaching and he was supporting almost all of his students who wanted to learn. Then I graduated 2006 and started my career as a civil engineer in an oil and gas company. And that will take us to the second name that you know nothing about, Engineer Muhammad Yunus. When I first saw him, all the self-doubt that Dina was talking about today came into my heart. I was scared to death. I've always been a good student. Will I be a good engineer? I had no idea. I sat down scared in his office, trembling, and he just said, "Welcome to the team. I'll explain the project, and you don't be scared to ask questions. There is no such a thing called a stupid question. Maybe a stupid answer from my side, but no stupid questions from your side." To all words. From this man, I've learned that leaving room for innovation, healthy team. All of that I've learned from these men made me the youngest project civil leader in my company, breaking the age rule that my company put because they saw that I was ready to lead my own projects and to have my own team. Through 14 years in my career, I have dealt with so many project leaders, and I've seen their teams and I've seen their influence on them. I've seen those who've worked with authoritative leaders, and that's what they've turned into, another authoritative leader after another. I've seen those who have worked with bureaucratic leaders, and that's what they've turned into. And I've seen those who've worked with democratic leaders, and guess what? You've guessed right, they've turned into democratic leaders themselves. So my point is, be careful who you follow, as the follower can one day be a leader. And the kind of leader you follow is the kind of leader you will be. I followed an innovative leader and a coaching leader, and this is the kind of leader I became. So I will leave you with a question, as I have started with a question. Who are you going to follow? Over to you, Dina.